Oh snap! We got some people in here. Howdy, howdy, howdy. How y'all doing? Mafia, what's good? We is in the building. Yes, hold on. Y'all can hear me, right? Okay, cool. Happy Monday. It is Monday, right? Yeah, happy Monday. It didn't feel like a Monday to me, man. It felt like a Sunday to me for whatever reason. But we are here. Good to see y'all. For those of y'all that follow me on Twitter, I did tweet and say that we were going live this evening. And then I also threw it up in my Instagram story as well. And we here. Glad y'all made it. Glad y'all could come out and hang out with your boy today. And yeah, let's get the show started. Y'all, I posted a video to the second channel today as well. So if you need some more content from your boy, y'all can head over there at some point, maybe after the live stream or tomorrow, and check out that video. That's up and live right now. Had a lot of fun making that video. I was anticipating. I was waiting on making that one for y'all. But we here. We're about to get this show on the road. Clear this off right quick. Yeah, we got a goose pimple video that I want us to check out this evening. Oh, and another video from this other channel. It's a new channel. Oh wow. Check this out. It's Davin's Creep. Hold on, let me see if I can show y'all this. Do y'all want me to play the video like this? Instead of me going green screen, full screen? Could bounce back and forth like this? Or do y'all want me to make it hella big? Y'all let me know. But here's the channel right here. Davin Creep. I think that's how you say it. Posted this video 12 days ago and check it out. It's performing well too. This must be some good stuff. 10 terrifying videos that can't be explained. Scary and creepy videos. Let's go over to the channel actually and see what else they might have popping. Oh wow. Their channel, even though it seemed like it'd be a newer channel, they only got a couple of videos up. They started posting content 2 months ago. Their channel is outperforming a lot of bigger channels right now. Crazy, crazy, crazy. I'm saying that I'm looking at Goose Pimples. Here's a video of theirs they posted 2 weeks ago and got far lesser views. I wonder if that means that these videos are really good that they're posting over here. I don't know. I literally just opened up YouTube and this channel just popped up. So we're about to check out one of their videos and give them a little shout out. But let's see what they got going on. Hold on, let me see. I need to bring the chat back. Bring the chat back so I can see the chat. Yeah, yeah, yeah. People saying big screen. So y'all want it bigger than this? This ain't big enough for you? You want it super big? I think the green screen went on strike. Big screen, please. All right, I can give you the big screen. I give you the big old screen now. That's ain't the problem now. That just mean I got to get some stuff situated. Hold on, I got it hot in here right now. My body is adjusting to this weight loss, so sometimes I'm really cold and sometimes I'm really hot. I used to keep this place on like 70 degrees, and now I need to bump it up to like 74 because I be getting hot. I mean, I be getting cold. Let's see. We're not done. We're not done. I gotta disappear for a second. See y'all later. Whoop. Oh, nope. I didn't disappear. I'm still here. Darn it. I lied. I lied. Wait for it. Something isn't quite right. Get it together. Oh, wait. Too small. There we go. I think we're good. I don't think we're good. Hold on. We might be good. We might be good. Okay. All right. Where are my headphones? I need my headphones. Who it did? Felicia says, sorry I've been away during the winter. Went back to the Humor Broncos hockey game. Sadly, the season is done. Okay. Shout out to you. Thank you for the donation and welcome back. All right, let's get the show started. Let's check out this new channel. Hopefully, it's going to be some good content over here.
The following footage was recorded by a concerned mother named Haley, right after her son suddenly clung to her in fear. At that exact moment, both of them heard a deep, unsettling growling sound.
What is it? Maybe there's nothing in here. There's nothing in here. Okay, I don't see it.
This clip has been widely discussed recently. Haley was standing with her son when an unexplained noise caused him to freeze and grab onto her, clearly reacting to something he heard but couldn't see.
What is it? Maybe there's nothing in here.
A low growling sound can be heard, even though, according to the mother, they don't own any pets. What makes this even more disturbing is that the child, still visibly shaken, notices a strange shadow in the mirror's reflection.
That boy's scared. He is so scared. Oh, what the heck was that?
If we analyze the angle of that reflection, investigators point out that the shadow appears to be coming from beneath the bed. That would mean someone or something was present under the bed at that moment. Whether that shape belonged to a human, an animal, or something far more unsettling is impossible to say. But one thing becomes clear from their reaction. Haley and her son were not alone in that room. Their fear response suggests a direct awareness of an unseen presence. Some viewers dismiss the clip as staged, which often happens with paranormal footage. However,
This junk ain't staged, because if it's staged, this little boy who can barely talk is a phenomenal little actor. This is not staged. And I feel like we may or may not have seen this clip before. I don't really recall. Y'all let me know in the chat if y'all remember if we seen this clip before. Sheila, I'm sorry to hear that you've been in the bed sick. Hope you get well soon. Diamond, I'm sorry for your loss, baby.
Haley stood by her claim, stating that something unknown was under the bed, and neither she nor her son knew what it was. So what do you think this really was? A normal intruder, or something far more mysterious? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. On February 21st, 2020, a man was anxiously reviewing his home CCTV footage after something unsettling happened just minutes earlier. He had just parked his truck and walked inside when someone suddenly called out to him from outside. When he checked the camera,
it's an OG
he saw
clip.
two people standing near the fence in front of his house. But by the time he stepped back outside, they were already gone.
OG clip. We done seen this 11 times. Drained oatmeal, you might have to send me the clip again. I get so many emails.
Confused, the man walked closer and turned on his headlights. For a brief second, the two figures were visible, and then they vanished completely. Not walked away, not hidden, just gone. According to the homeowner, this wasn't the first time. He claimed he had noticed the same 2 individuals watching his property for several days, even standing silently in the bushes the night before. This time,
crazy.
they were right in front of his house. Some viewers believe these weren't ordinary people at all. One theory suggests they were individuals from another timeline, briefly crossing into this one. Others point out that one of the figures appeared to be holding something resembling a briefcase, leading to speculation about so-called men in black. There's no confirmed explanation.
Man, them ain't no men in black. I don't know what they was, but they wasn't no men in black. Because they didn't appear to be wearing all black. Who was that? Who was that? Elizabeth. Shout out to you. She said she down to 163. I love to see it. I love to see it. Wait, what was your start weight? Did you tell me? I forgot.
No clear faces, no logical exit. So who were they? And how did they disappear so fast? You decide. Let me know what you think in the comments. On December 14th, 2025, this incident was captured by a home CCTV system in Saudi Arabia. The homeowner was standing outside scrolling on his phone when the camera recorded a semi-transparent humanoid figure appearing beside it.
Nah, this is cap. This junk pissed me off. Y'all remember the last time we watched this clip? This junk pissed me off.
The shape was human, but its opacity and movement did not match a normal person.
Oh snap. Sabrina, you for real? Sabrina says the new season of From is going to come out April 19th. Y'all know we're going to react to every single episode over on Patreon. Ah, yes, I can't wait. That's one of my favorite shows.
In a follow-up statement, the man explained that at the same moment, he felt a physical sensation near his ear, as if someone briefly touched him. When he turned around, there was no one there. He reported no sound, no movement, and no visual confirmation with his own eyes. What's notable is that the figure appears only on the camera. The footage shows it moving directly in front of the man, then running past and disappearing without triggering any visible reaction from him. This suggests the anomaly may not have been perceptible to human senses, only to the recording device. Some viewers dismissed the footage as a camera glitch or transparency artifact. Others pointed out the precise timing between the physical sensation and the visual anomaly, arguing that coincidence alone does not fully explain the event. No definitive explanation has been confirmed. Whether this was a technical error or a genuine unexplained presence remains unresolved. You decide. Some videos are disturbing not because they clearly show something paranormal,
The cap.
but
The
because
cap
they
is
leave
so
behind
real.
questions that
Bro, when this thing, I'm going to say it again like I said last time. When this anomaly, spirit, whatever you want to call it, runs in front of him, he gets up as if he knows where this thing ran off to, but yet he didn't see it or since it run in front of him. Come on. If you don't get the cap out of here.
coincidence alone does not fully explain between the physical sensation and the visual anomaly, arguing that coincidence alone does not fully explain the event. No definitive.
And the thing ducks down and hide. The thing is trying to avoid being hit with the light as the guy is looking for him. Like, it's not a ghost. A ghost wouldn't avoid the light.
Pointed out the precise.
If this thing was actually completely invisible to the naked eye, it wouldn't be trying to dodge the man looking for him. And then when it ran in front of him, we couldn't see through it. Just like when it ran in front of the truck over here, we couldn't see through it. And the reason, and I'm going to tell y'all again, the reason we can see this individual right here sitting so clearly is because he has a very powerful light illuminating on him. And I think I said this last time, this light isn't his phone. Whatever this light is, I don't think it's his phone. It's a much stronger light. So if you move that light, he looks the same. He got a dark hat on his head, but if he didn't, he would look the same as the figure that's behind him because of the black and white of the camera.
No
he would disappear too.
Explanation has been confirmed. Whether this was some videos are disturbing not because they clearly show something paranormal, but because they leave behind questions that never get answered. And this is one of them. The following footage was recorded by a security guard inside an...
Tamara asked a great question. I don't even know why I didn't think of that, Tamara. Why the ghost didn't just run through the wall? Instead, he ran around a man and for real, man.
Empty movie theater complex. During a routine patrol, he reported hearing the sound of a child crying. At that time, no movies were playing.
Is that the child right there?
And the complex was...
Oh, it is a little kid right there.
...completely closed to the public.
Oh, poor baby. He lost. Wait, who left this damn child in here this young? In here, boy, about 1, maybe 2. Why is this child in this building by himself at night like this? How? I'd be terrified.
In the footage, a small child appears near the ticket counter, visibly crying. Under normal circumstances, this could suggest a child separated from their parents. But according to the guard, the building had been empty since early morning, which is why he chose to observe and record from a distance rather than approach immediately.
Interesting.
What unsettled him further was what happened next.
I ain't even gonna lie, the guard might be smarter than me, because if I was guarding this place at night like this, I would probably go over there and try to see what's going on with that child. Immediately. Bro, get the camera right. Man, he must have filmed this on the damn flip phone. Okay, I thought I saw more people for a second.
As the child moved toward the opposite side of the complex, the crying abruptly stopped. No footsteps followed, no voices, just silence. The guard later stated that he searched the entire complex, including hallways and restricted areas. He did not find the child, nor any sign of how a child that age could have entered or exited the building. There were no reports of a missing child that night. No parents came forward, and no clear explanation was ever confirmed.
Does Upchurch got some new music? Hell, I'll do some Upchurch reaction over on my music reaction channel.
Whether this was a misunderstanding, a moment of panic, or something genuinely unexplained remains open to interpretation. What do you think happened here? Let me know in the comments. If this series resonates with you, I'd really appreciate your support. Please like the video and subscribe to help the Davin Creep community reach 1,000 subscribers, so I can keep bringing you these types of content. A woman named Dallas Clock shared several clips from her home CCTV after noticing something unsettling. Her young son appeared to be speaking to someone while completely alone, as if responding to a presence only he could see.
Ghostman, you don't like you anywhere. But you're the obvious. I'm gonna beat you up. 'Cause if you don't be quiet now. Okay. Don't be quiet. Don't be quiet. Don't go.
I don't remember this part.
No.
In the footage, the child is seen talking to what he calls a ghost man, using phrases that don't sound like play or imagination. He tells it to be quiet, even threatens to hit it, yet there is no one else visible in the frame. On its own, this could be dismissed as a child talking to himself, but what followed made the situation harder to ignore. In a later clip, things escalate.
Damn it. I remember the little boy saying like ghost man, saying a few little words up close to the bed, but I don't remember him backing off and being like go, like he was scared. Oh, what the?
While Dallas and her husband were cooking in the kitchen, a bowl suddenly fell from inside a
Holy
closed closet
crap.
behind them. According to the family, this wasn't an isolated incident. Over several days, doors had been opening on their own, objects had been moving, and their son continued speaking to someone no one else could see.
Oh,
Some
heck
viewers
no.
suggested the child might simply be reciting a song or a poem, but others pointed out that the language he was using didn't match anything typical for a child his age. Dallas later stated that the atmosphere inside the house felt heavy and unsettling, and the family had begun making plans to leave. Whether this was a child's imagination mixed with coincidence or something more difficult to explain remains unclear. What do you think was happening in this house? Share your thoughts in the comments. This disturbing incident surfaced online in 2019 and quickly unsettled a lot of viewers. In the clip, a grandmother and her young granddaughter are alone inside their home when the child suddenly claims she sees someone in the dining room. Calm but insistent, she keeps saying, "He's coming."
We can go outside and play.
I miss Mimi.
I miss you too. I miss you too.
Here
What?
coming.
What? Who's coming?
Here.
This is one of those clips. This is one of those old clips. That's a classic. It's so genuine too.
Coming.
Who?
Him.
You see somebody back there?
Him.
Who?
Here.
Him?
Yeah.
Where's he at? Is he in our house?
Yeah.
Where? Show me. Where's he at? He's right in front of you?
Yep.
Who is it?
A guy.
Who's there, mister? What are you doing in our... Where's he at? In the dining room?
Yeah.
Show me him. Go show me him. Give me your hand. Take me to him.
This him.
Take me to him. Show me.
At first, the grandmother looks confused. Assuming it's just a child's imagination, she plays along, pretending to scold someone she can't see. But moments later, the child becomes visibly anxious, pointing toward the dining room as if something is moving closer. The grandmother's tone begins to change as well, as if she's starting to sense that something isn't right.
Let me show me. Is he right here?
Yeah.
He's in our dining room?
Yeah.
What are you doing in our dining room, mister? What does he look like?
I bug.
He's got bug eyes?
Yeah.
What are you doing in our living room, mister? Get. You go back home. You go back wherever you came from. What's he doing? Come on, you're creeping me out. We're going upstairs. Come on. You're scaring me, Mimi. We're going upstairs. Yeah, you're scaring me, Mimi. We're going up.
When the grandmother asks what the figure looks like, the child gives a
Yo. Yes, we've seen this 50-11 times. Plus, somebody asked if I still got them skateboard decks, or the skateboard. Or which ones you talking about? The ones of my face or the Dragon Ball Z ones? I got one of the one with my face on it, and that's the board that I ride.
detail that shifts the entire moment. She describes it as having bug eyes, large, unnatural eyes that don't look human. That description immediately reminded many viewers of a well-documented case in American history. In 1955, in Kelly, Kentucky, a farming family reported a series of encounters now known as the Kelly Hopkinsville incident. Late at night, they claimed to see a bright light descend from the sky. Soon after, a thin humanoid creature roughly 3 to 4 feet tall appeared outside their farmhouse, with long limbs and unusually large glowing eyes. According to official reports, the entity repeatedly appeared at windows, moved across the roof, and vanished instantly when fired upon. Terrified, 11 people fled to the local police station, where the incident was formally recorded. To this day, it remains one of the most famous bug-eyed entity cases in the United States. Children are unlikely to invent descriptions tied to obscure historical encounters. Whether the child in this video was imagining something, repeating words she'd heard before, or reacting to something genuinely unexplained is still unclear. So what was the child seeing? And why did her description match a case recorded decades earlier? Let me know what you think in the comments.
Hey, you guys, how's the audio? Does the audio sound fine? From the video and from my microphone?
A man was in the process of renovating his 40-year-old home when he heard something that immediately caught his attention. One of the construction workers claimed he had seen a strange child inside the house. The man dismissed it at first. There shouldn't have been any children there. Still, the report unsettled him enough to check for himself.
I remember this. I remember this clip.
When he turned on
Don't worry, y'all. We got some more stuff to watch after this.
his phone camera and walked through the house, something unexpected was recorded.
Nonetheless, thank you guys for hanging out with your boy this evening, as well as thank you guys for donating and hitting that like button. Somebody said, what happened to Nukes? I don't know what happened to Nukes. He hasn't posted at all this year.
Oh, it's cold right here. Yeah, don't we? Hello?
Got my teammate in the building, Cisco, Babezilla. What's going on with you, brother? I'm doing well, man. And yeah, we definitely got to hang out soon. Pick a date in the next couple of weeks and come see me, man.
I'm not going up there. Definitely not going back there.
As he approached one of the rooms, a dark shape was already present in the corner. At first, he didn't notice it. The figure blended into the shadows, almost unnoticed. But when he finally saw it, he froze. Gathering his courage, he stepped into the room.
And this is why I hate when people be doing these paranormal videos and they use their phone as their eyes. If you don't look around, because I definitely would have saw that thing creeping in the corner over there. Wait, I can't find it. I would have saw that.
Oh wow, it is really cold right here. What was that? No. I don't think it's happy we're here.
Yeah, my boy Slick, I see you a bit here, big baby. I think you had asked where am I at now with my weight. I'm down 30 pounds. With 30 more to go. 31 to be exact, so I can be at 199. I want to get to 199. I haven't been under 200 pounds in a very long time.
According to the homeowner, only construction workers were present in the house that day. The idea of a child being there made no sense.
Construction workers and a ghost.
The shadow wasn't fully clear, but its outline felt distinctly human, at least for a moment. Some viewers argued that the shadow was caused by the phone's angle or lighting conditions. Others insisted the shape was too defined to be dismissed so easily, especially given how abruptly it vanished. Personally, this footage is unsettling, not because of what it clearly shows, but because of what it almost shows. So what was standing in that room? A trick of light or something else entirely? Let me know what you think in the comments.
Panda Assassin, you made it. Somebody asked when the bobbleheads are going to be for sale. You know what? I asked the graphic designer about that a little while ago. He never got back to me. I'm about to text him right now.
This unsettling clip was shared by a woman named Delaney, who usually posted lighthearted videos of her dog. But one night, she uploaded something very different after hearing unexplained noise coming from her baby's room. What she found on the baby monitor left her shaken. When Delaney reviewed the footage, she noticed a dark shape standing near her child in the dimly lit room. Moments later, a black hand appeared, reaching toward the baby's crib. The hand looked roughly human in size, but the full shape of the figure behind it was difficult to identify. According to Delaney, the sight immediately raised concern for her child's safety. However, after that night, neither the figure nor the hand
Now that arm looks massive.
ever appeared again on the monitor. No further disturbances were reported. Some viewers suggested the possibility of an intruder entering the home. Others questioned that explanation, noting the lack of follow-up activity and the unusual appearance of the shape itself.
Hold on, y'all. I had to turn the AC down right quick. I was getting cold.
Delaney later stated that what she saw didn't feel human, and the moment remained deeply unsettling to her. Whether this was a case of misinterpretation, a rare coincidence, or something harder to explain remains unclear. What do you think was captured on that baby monitor? This video is
I was thinking the same thing, Slick. That's gonna be a big-ass bobblehead, because I got a big head.
strange and difficult to explain. At first, everything looks normal. A child is playing outside, surrounded by several dogs. Nothing feels out of place, until something unexpected happens. Watch closely. A ball suddenly appears in the frame. There's no clear source, no visible throw.
Bro, that ball came out of nowhere.
Movement leading up to it.
Look, there's no ball. There's no ball.
Even after
You got 3 dogs and
watching
this
the clip
little
multiple
boy.
times, it's hard to tell where the ball came from.
There's no
What
ball.
makes the moment more unusual is
And
the
bloom,
child's
then
reaction.
the ball.
As soon as the ball appears, the child moves toward it, as if responding to something that had already caught their attention. Some viewers have suggested the video was edited.
What?
Others aren't convinced and argue there's no obvious sign of manipulation. As of now, there's no confirmed explanation. So where did the ball come from? And what did the child notice before the rest of us did? Share your thoughts in the comments. And if you want to support the channel,
Somebody asked if paranormal videos are going to be hard to come by in the future with the advancement of AI. Yes. 100%. You know what? Maybe that's why Nukes is gone. Maybe that's why we haven't gotten that from Nukes in a while. Maybe he's over here waiting and searching for new paranormal content to come out so that he can do commentary over it. But he can't because AI. Everything he coming across probably cappery. It is what it is. It is what it is. Yeah, I know I took a step back, man. I took a little break from the paranormal live streams that we were doing on a regular basis. Partially for the same reason. Too much cappery, man. I haven't jumped out of this chair in forever. This dang on green screen has another leg that needs to be broken by my jump scares. Where's the jump scare content? I need some good stuff so that I could take out this green screen and get another one. Let's watch this next video from Goose Pimples. This one is why the 112 dirtbag video is so disturbing. Interesting. This reminds me of a type of content that I haven't reacted to that a friend of mine told me about yesterday that we're going to check out. We're going to do one of those videos tomorrow. I can't remember what it's called. Just wait until y'all see tomorrow's upload. What Goose Pimples got us watching?
Maura Murray vanished on the 9th of February 2004 when she was just 21 years old. But her disappearance is not just any other cold case. It was the first missing persons case to cause an online frenzy. Often cited as the first mystery of the social media age for a disturbing reason, on the day she vanished, Facebook was just 5 days old, giving the public the new ability to become online sleuths. But 8 years after Maura Murray went missing, an elusive YouTuber user uploaded a video, inserting themselves into the investigation and changing the case forever. But what actually happened? Murray was born in Brockton, Massachusetts in May 1982. She was a well-liked student and a star athlete on the track team at Whitman-Hanson Regional High School. She then moved on to study chemical engineering for 3 semesters at the US Military Academy in New York before she returned to Massachusetts to attend university there studying nursing. Up to this point, Maura Murray was known as a friendly young girl with a normal life. But 3 months before her disappearance, she began displaying some strange behaviour. It seemed to start on February 4th, 2004, just 1 week before she vanished. While working at her security job on campus earlier in the evening, Murray received a call from her older sister. At 10:30 p.m, she reportedly broke down in tears while still on shift. When asked about it, Murray could only say 2 words: "My sister." The contents of this call would remain a mystery to the public until 2017, when we found out that her sister was a recovering alcoholic who had been discharged from a rehab clinic. That night, her fiancé had taken her to an alcohol store and caused a relapse. On February 7th,
I ain't never heard of no mess like that before. Somebody gets out of rehab because they're a recovering alcoholic. And to celebrate, you take them to the liquor store? How stupid. How stupid. Instant relapse.
presumably to check on her, Murray's father Fred went to visit her. They went car shopping, then out for dinner, and returned to the motel room he was staying at for the night. Later in the evening, she borrowed his car to go to a dorm party. When she left this party at 3:30 a.m. on February 8th, she crashed into a guardrail on Massachusetts Route 9 in Hadley, causing $10,000 worth of damages on Fred's car. Luckily, Murray wasn't injured. An accident report was written by an attending officer, but there were no signs of any sobriety tests conducted on her. She was returned to her father's motel room, where she would stay for a few hours until her dad rented another car and dropped her off at her dorm before heading home himself. At 11:30 that night, he called Murray to remind her to grab the accident forms, and it was after this that everything started getting confusing. 30 minutes later, Murray searched for a route to the Berkshires and Burlington in Vermont using MapQuest, a 3-hour and 30-minute car journey. The first sign of contact she had with anybody on the day of her disappearance was with her boyfriend when she sent him this email at 1 p.m. "I love you more, stud. I got your messages, but honestly I didn't feel like talking to much of anyone. I promised to call today though. Love you, Maura." What followed throughout the next few hours was a strange string of calls and emails. She rang to inquire about renting a condominium in New Hampshire that her family had stayed at before. She then called her fellow nursing students just afterwards at 1:13 p.m. After this, at 1:24 p.m, she emailed her work supervisor to inform them that she would be away for a week due to a tragic passing in her family and that she would be in touch when she returned. There had been no such passing in the family though. She then called another number at 2:05 p.m. to try and book a hotel in Stowe, Vermont, before calling her boyfriend at 2:18 p.m, leaving him a voicemail. At 3:30 p.m, she had packed up most of her stuff and drove off. 10 minutes into her journey, CCTV caught her as she stopped off to withdraw $280 from a cash machine. She then purchased around $40 worth of booze with it. She drove to pick up the accident forms and left Amherst between 4 and 5 p.m. The last recorded use of her mobile phone was at 4:37 p.m. when she called voicemail. She presumably headed straight for New Hampshire because just after 7 p.m, a resident in Woodsville heard a thud outside the front of her house. When she looked out of her window, she saw a car crashed into the snowbank along New Hampshire Route 112. A local bus driver stopped by the same scene, which is when he saw Murray walking around outside of her car. He offered to take her somewhere that she could call for help, but she reportedly pleaded that he didn't, telling him that she had already called the AAA and they were on the way. The driver accepted her excuses after a while, but as he drove on home, he remembered something horrifying. there had never been any phone signal in that area, so she couldn't have called anybody. The police log says that officers arrived at 7:46 p.m, although this is contradicted by another resident's report. She says that she was driving home nearby the scene at around 7:37 p.m, and she saw a police car parked face to face with Murray's. She pulled over, but there was nobody there. No victim or officer. So who here is telling the truth? The transcript of an interview with this woman, Karen McNamara, revealed that when she reported to the police that she'd seen the car, they told her it was impossible, as that car was out of commission, but she was certain she saw it parked nose to nose with Murray's sedan. This account caused no end of confusion online, leaving people wondering what could have possibly happened. Were the police lying for a reason? But as weird as the situation was, Maura Murray was still missing. The police officer found empty bottles of alcohol strewn around the car, as well as red wine stains inside and outside, general items, directions to Burlington, the blank accident report documents she'd picked up earlier, and her favourite teddy bear, as well as a book called Not Without Peril that covered climbing in the White Mountains. Murray's car had hit a tree on the driver's side. The left headlight was severely damaged, the radiator had been pushed into the fan, the windshield had cracked on the driver's side, and both...
Here's my speculation as to what happened. And tell me if you agree. She might have gotten drunk while driving. She did end up crashing her vehicle. Some, I wouldn't say stand-up citizens, but some people, like maybe the bus driver or whomever, came across her, saw that she was out there all alone, knew that there was no way that she could possibly make a phone call because there's no service or no signals out there that's strong enough to do so. And maybe they did something to her. Maybe they took advantage of her and then maybe transported her body somewhere else or buried her body out there. Something. That's what I'm thinking happened. Because at first I was thinking maybe she's trying to run away from something. Maybe she's hopping in her car and she's going somewhere far to get away from the life she has because maybe it's not all that great. But as the story developed, my thought has changed. What do you guys think? Drop a comment.
Airbags were deployed. Based on what we know about Murray's movements now, the items she took from the car appeared to be her phone, cards, and a few of the booze bottles. She must have gathered some stuff and fled the scene on foot within the 10 minutes between the bus driver leaving and the police car apparently arriving, meaning she must have really not wanted to be caught. The last ever confirmed sighting of Maura Murray was that night. A contractor was heading home from work in New Hampshire on the bus when he saw a young woman walking quickly east along Route 112, just around 5 miles from the car crash, sometime between 8 and 8:30 p.m. After residents of the area and the police drove around and attempted
5 miles from the car crash, somebody state that they saw her out there walking. Okay, so maybe it didn't happen there.
to find her, nothing turned up and her car was towed to a local garage. But the strangest thing was that when they looked over the car, they found a rag stuffed into her muffler pipe. Could this have been a sign of some kind? Was she trying to conceal any smoke coming out of the car to avoid being pulled over? Or did someone else put it in there with foul play in mind? The outcome of this was never certain, and Maura Murray was declared missing by authorities at noon on February 10th. On the morning of the 11th, police sent a tracking dog looking for Murray by using her scent on one of her gloves. It managed to track the scent around 100 miles east but abruptly lost it, leading authorities and the internet sleuths alike to believe that she left the area by getting into another car. Initially, authorities suspected that Murray may have been in a bad mental state and possibly a danger to herself, but her family seemed to believe that this was highly unlikely, and up until this very day, Maura Murray's family have tried to locate her or find some kind of lead to tell what could have happened to her that night. But nothing was ever discovered officially. A few red herrings were thrown into the mix, but ultimately, Murray's fate is still officially unknown.
Wow, 22 years later, and they still don't know where she is. More than likely, she's probably deceased. Because I feel like with the advancement of social media, if this girl was as smart as she was or seemed to be, she would have found a way to get in contact with her friends and family if she was still alive.
But that is when things start to get interesting. During the investigation, the Murray family were interviewed a few times, and in one of these interviews, Maura's father Fred was quoted saying, "Some dirtbag took her," and soon that name dirtbag would come back around to bite him. Because on February 9th, 2012, on the 8-year anniversary of Murray's disappearance, a YouTube channel called 112 Dirtbag posted this video.
Oh yeah, he evil. He real evil. He got issues. He did it. He did it. He did something. Oh hell no.
A few more videos were posted that all had something to do with her disappearance. It probably won't surprise you when I say that the original YouTube channel with all of these videos on was deleted, so all of these are re-uploads coming from 2 different channels. But knowing that they originally came from the same guy is terrifying.
Right.
The next video was entitled Road 112, a short video showing the road that Maura disappeared on. The next is a clip of a photo showing a ticket for a mountain resort in New Hampshire with a strange noise in the background. And the final video is another still image with a strange frequency, but this time it depicts Morse code. A few people have tried to translate it, some believing it to be gibberish, but others were able to decode it to this message. Life is a dirty mystery because we never know what is being touched. But today I am tired of those who cannot appreciate its gift.
Okay.
Because of how creepy these videos actually were, the police conducted a search and managed to deduce that the creator of these videos was a man called Alden Howes Olson. He was very heavily involved with the online sleuthing into Maura Murray's disappearance, even having a somewhat well-known blog that often discussed the case that he started in 2009. As creepy as these videos were, when the police found Olson and raided his house, they found nothing of note.
Wow.
He was mainly trying to...
This man had his house raided. The man that was uploading the dang on video did with the creepy laugh talking about some happy anniversary on her day that she went missing. But he had a whole blog page dedicated to her case. And he started it 5 years after she went missing. Man, people live weird lives.
insert himself into the case, being known as someone who was not mentally well. Soon ostracized from the case, the police spent no more time thinking about Alden Olson. But this was when a whole new theory came to light. A lot of witnesses who were interviewed at the same time mentioned seeing the same red truck with a Massachusetts plate. One woman said that the truck followed her to a store near the area that Maura Murray crashed her car. According to her, it looked like it was waiting on a nearby road before moving to follow her. It slowed down as she walked up a hill and sped off before parking in the store car
Quick question. Any of y'all heard about this case? This is my first time hearing about this story. It's fascinating though.
park. Given all of the evidence we have, this truck would have been around 10 minutes ahead of Maura that night. Could they have been waiting for her? Why? Could the red truck theory explain why police dogs suddenly lost her scent? Was she bundled into the truck? Or did she think she was hitching a lift to her destination, not knowing that she'd walked directly into a trap? The rabbit hole does not even end there, however, because there's another strange detail to add into this story. There was a house around a mile from the accident at the snowbank that the Murrays and sleuths alike always thought was suspicious. So in 2019, they hired private investigators to send cadaver dogs to search the nearby area. When they hit the house, the dogs reportedly went bonkers. They then conducted a radar scan and spotted something under the basement floor.
That's interesting to send out cadaver dogs so many years. Oh my God. It was what, 14 years later at this point? And you send out cadaver dogs and you think they're going to be able to help find some evidence?
And soon a lot of people believed that this house was the place that Maura Murray was cruelly taken to and forced to take her last breath in. But when this information was reported to the police, any investigation they did was seemingly kept a secret. According to the Murrays, the authorities withheld a lot of information regarding their daughter's disappearance. But eventually this theory was disproved, as the house was actually a grow room, and any signs of blood found anywhere were too small for any kind of sample testing at the time. The stains were also just consistent with someone cutting their finger whilst working on the plants they were growing. So what really happened here? With all the hidden information, could there be some kind of protection ring for a local killer? A big cover-up? Did she run away and attempt to change her identity? Or is this case really as clear-cut as quite a lot of people think it is? A lot of commenters on the case had direct experience with the kind of terrain that Maura Murray was dealing with in the depths of February's winter. Many said that they were sure the elements would have claimed them had they not had company or proper provisions. Two things Maura Murray did not have when she vanished down Route 112. Succumbing to the elements and being missed by the searches is a very sad yet realistic theory. But what do you think? Is there information we haven't considered here? We want to hear from you. What do you make of 112 Dirtbag? Was he involved? Or just an internet troll seeking attention? Drop your...
I definitely think he was an internet troll seeking attention. For him to be so interested in the case, it almost seemed like he was interested in maybe finding out, what happened to her. But for him to make the video, the creepy laughing, I feel like that was just attention seeking. But yeah, let's move on to our regular schedule programming, hopefully. Never mind. We're not gonna do that. Let me find something else for us to watch. What in the world is Goose Pimples posting on his page now? Let's go to Slappity Ham. Maybe he got something for us. Getting weird out here, man. Getting real weird out here. What the freak is this, Slapped Ham? Oh man. All right, let me see. Let's watch. Ugh, let's watch this one. And maybe that one too. This one is titled Scary Videos Too Real to Ignore. Hopefully it's good. Hit that like button for your boy. We in here hanging out.
How you doing? I'm Callan and this is Slapped Ham. You're about to see some seriously scary videos. So hit that subscribe button and get ready for more creepy content. Just like this. This scary video was shared on TikTok by user Herb Explorers who document their journeys through abandoned and underground locations. In this clip, the group enters a mysterious tunnel that opens up into a sprawling underground labyrinth. As they push deeper, they come across scattered children's clothing lying in the dust.
I hurt my wrist somehow. I don't know how I hurt it, but it hurt bad.
The garments appear dirty and discarded, adding an unsettling layer to what's already a claustrophobic setting.
Yeah, now this is not okay.
According to the uploaders, the exploration lasted roughly 5 hours. As time wore on, the air grew thick with dust and the team began to feel disoriented, struggling to retrace their steps through the maze of corridors. But it's a blink and you miss it moment around the 20-second mark that's drawn the most attention.
Let me see it, let me see it, let me see it. What the
When the
freak of
footage
nature?
is slowed down, what appears to be a dark figure can be seen peering around a tunnel corner just ahead of the group.
Yo, that's creepy. Some red glowing eyes too. They didn't see
The
that?
shape is brief, barely a frame or two, and it's partially obscured by shadow, but the outline seems distinctly human. Commenters spotted the figure after the video was uploaded. The explorers themselves reportedly didn't notice it at the time, which only made the clip more unnerving once it began circulating online. Some viewers
So you telling me they didn't notice that when they posted it? Get out of here.
suggested it could be a trick of light and shadow in the narrow tunnel, or perhaps another explorer or homeless person sheltering underground.
We all noticed that the second it happened.
The environment is dark and dusty, and brief visual artifacts aren't uncommon in low-light footage. Others weren't so sure. They pointed to the figure's stillness, the way it appears to be watching the group from just around the bend, and the fact that no one else was encountered during the 5-hour exploration. So what do you think was lurking in that tunnel? A play of light in a dusty underground passage? Or was something genuinely unexplained caught on camera that day? This scary video was shared on Reddit by user subject-bottle8902, who says they captured something unexplained while working at a local courthouse. According to the poster, the courthouse entrance is fitted with both a metal detector and a thermal camera. One day last week, they noticed something odd on the thermal display near the front door. But when they looked, there was nothing there.
No, it's not. I think I'm going to one for
Okay, it seems that this device is recording in real time, and it appears to be recording what looks like is a human on the other side of this door, but there's nobody there.
The poster says they tried to rationalize it. A reflection, a sensor glitch, residual heat from someone who'd just walked past. But they
Nah,
couldn't
that's not
find an explanation that
That's not residual heat movement. That movement is very fluent.
fit.
Like it's a person standing
When
there.
they mentioned it to other people working in the building, the reaction wasn't surprising. Apparently, the courthouse has a long history of strange encounters. Several staff members shared their own paranormal stories. One popular theory among courthouse regulars is that the figure belongs to a woman who was once tried, convicted, and sentenced to death in that very building. Whether that history is connected to the thermal anomaly is anyone's guess. Skeptics have pointed out that thermal cameras can be tripped by heat reflections off glass doors, vents pushing warm air, or even insects landing on the lens. Any of these could produce a vaguely humanoid shape under the right conditions. Others aren't so sure. They note that the figure doesn't drift or dissipate the way a heat artifact normally would. So what do you think that thermal figure really was? A stray heat signature caused by something perfectly ordinary? Or a ghost caught on camera, still lingering in the building where her fate was sealed?
No, it's not. I think I'm going to one for
This unsettling clip comes from a viewer submission, and it's one of those ghost videos where the backstory makes it even more compelling. According to the submitter, Chris Jesse, his friend was working night shifts at a retirement home in Madison, Indiana. The building was formerly the King's Daughters Hospital, a facility where over the years many patients had passed away. His friend had reportedly been seeing a figure in the hallways and in various rooms throughout the building. Chris says he laughed it off at first, but was intrigued enough to keep listening, given the building's history. About a week later, she sent him a message claiming she'd finally caught the ghost on the security monitor in her office, filming the screen with her phone.
Is there something right here? Oh, snap!
Did you see that? I didn't get that.
Yeah, if you blink, you missed it.
Chris says this is probably the best ghost video he's ever witnessed, mostly because he personally
Nah, that's crazy. That movement was so quick. Could that have been a bug on the freaking lens?
knows the person who captured it and trusts the authenticity of its origins.
Oh,
Yeah.
did you see that? I didn't get that.
Somebody asked if I ever watched Bizarre Bub. All 100 plus videos. Where have you been?
Bro, what is this?
This mysterious footage was shared on Instagram by user Luisa Ranke, where it quickly racked up over 26,000 likes and more than 4,400 comments.
I'm so like, bro.
Yo, what is that light?
What
Like a
is
freaking
this?
In the clip, a man
right? How does that look like a rainbow at night?
films what appears to be a vivid, rainbow-colored beam stretching across the dark sky.
That is too
Is it
cool.
real? Like, where? What is this?
What is that for real?
I'm kind of scared, but I'm not. But what
I
is?
thought he said it was a man. It sounded like a woman.
The uploader doesn't offer much of an explanation, simply capturing the moment and letting the footage speak for itself.
What is this?
In the comments, viewers were divided. Some were genuinely baffled, calling it everything from a portal to a sign from above. But one explanation kept surfacing. Several commenters pointed to an art installation called Global Rainbow, created by artist Yvette Materne. The installation uses 7 high-powered laser beams projected into the sky, each representing one color of the rainbow. It's been displayed in various cities as a large-scale meditative public artwork. Commenters also noted that similar sightings were reported in Los Angeles in 2025, which lines up with known installations of the piece.
Okay,
If that's the
probably-
case, then what we're looking at
That has to be it then.
is likely a deliberate art project, not anything atmospheric or otherworldly.
That's pretty cool.
Look at this.
I F with it.
Still, not everyone was convinced. Some pointed out that the beam's position and behavior didn't quite match known laser installations, and questioned whether it could be something else entirely.
This is the rawest shit I've
How can you question it when you don't even know what that freaking artwork, beam, or light is capable of? People just be sounding stupid.
ever seen in my life. Is it real? Like, where? What is this?
Yeah, I went rollerblading yesterday for like 5 hours, but I never fell, not once. But my wrist hurt so bad, like I fell.
I'm kind of scared, but I'm not. But what is he?
This alleged ghost caught on camera comes from viewer Jamie Valpoon, who visited the famous Winchester Mystery House in San Jose, California back in September 2019. According to Jamie, it was a slow day at the house and there were only 3 other people in their small tour group. While walking through the dining room, she snapped a photo, thinking nothing of it at the time. It wasn't until later that she noticed something odd on the far left of the image. Standing there, partially visible, appears to be a man wearing a hat and a heavy coat. Jamie says nobody was standing in that spot. The entire group was clustered around the tour guide and she didn't see any other staff members during the tour. What makes the detail even stranger is the clothing. It was mid-September and very hot outside. No one would reasonably be dressed in a heavy coat. Jamie believes the figure may be the spirit of a man known as Clyde. According to staff and visitors, Clyde is one of the most frequently reported apparitions at the Winchester house. He's believed to have been a construction worker who helped build the sprawling mansion and who passed away during or after its construction. A second photo, submitted by Jamie, shows a historical image of workers at the house with a man in white at the center, believed to be Clyde. Skeptics might argue the figure in the dining room photo is simply a trick of light, a shadow cast by furniture, or even a reflection of one of the many glass surfaces inside the house. The Winchester Mystery House is full of unusual angles, mirrors, and doorways that could create misleading shapes. But others have pointed out that the figure appears to have defined edges, a clear hat shape, and proportions consistent with a person, not a random shadow.
Still though, pareidolia can get you.
So what do you think Jamie captured in that dining room? A trick of the light inside one of America's most unusual homes? Or a genuine ghost sighting of a long-dead worker still wandering the halls he helped build?
Somebody said Hat Man. Cap Man.
This quick but unsettling clip was shared on TikTok by user Georgia Peach, who says they noticed something strange outside their window one night.
Oh, Snapsky. What the freak? Oh my god. What the freak? Tell me the window's
clip
closed.
Even more unnerving is the homeowner's cat.
What the?
The animal is visibly fixated on the window, its body tense, ears forward, clearly reacting to whatever's out there.
And maybe it's another cat, cause what's out here? Are they on the ground level? Is this a rooftop? Trees, maybe?
Cats are known for their sharp night vision and sensitivity to movement, so the fact that this one appears genuinely unsettled has only fueled speculation in the comments.
I see the eye.
The most likely explanation is wildlife. Deer, owls, raccoons, and possums all produce strong eye shine when caught in ambient light or a camera's infrared. The height and spacing of the eyes could easily match a larger animal standing just outside. Still,
it's fascinating how these creatures can have impeccable vision at night.
Viewers weren't entirely convinced. A few pointed out that the eyes seem unusually bright and steady for a passing animal, and that the cat's reaction suggests something more than a routine visitor.
I agree.
So what do you think?
I think that I don't think the cat is reacting in the way that a cat would react to another cat. I feel like this is something more.
Was watching from the other side of that window. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below.
I see the eyes. Oh my god.
It could be another cat though, for real.
This unsettling clip was submitted to us by viewer Lee, who goes by the handle _roaming reverend, and it's one of those scary videos that gets stranger the more you watch it. The footage appears to have been recorded off a television screen using a mobile phone a few years back.
Okay, but which one am I supposed to be looking at? The left or the right? The cars or the planes?
It shows a news anchor mid-broadcast reading from a teleprompter when something odd happens with their eyes.
Whoa, what the freak?
For a brief
of nature?
moment, the anchor's pupils seem to shift.
Nah, heck nah. Oh,
Some viewers believe it could be evidence of so-called shape-shifting, a recurring claim in certain corners of the internet where people allege that public figures occasionally reveal non-human characteristics on
yeah, I think she did. She might be a shapeshifter, y'all.
camera. Those who subscribe to the shapeshifter theory point to the specific localized nature of the distortion. They argue it only affects the eyes, not the surrounding face, and that it doesn't resemble typical compression noise, which tends to appear in blocky, uniform patterns across the whole image.
Went down the wrong pipe.
No follow-up footage from the same broadcast has surfaced to confirm or rule out the anomaly, and the original TV broadcast quality version hasn't been publicly compared.
Why not?
And across the Oldham region, 42 schools alone have been closed here, causing all sorts of problems.
I don't know. I mean, it wasn't the typical lighter color horizontal up and down eyes that we're used to seeing. Her eyes went black. What's that about?
And my fellow citizens, the golden age of America begins right now.
In the lead up to the most recent State of the Union address, UFO disclosure advocates were buzzing with anticipation. Several prominent voices in the community had hinted that this could be the moment, that the president many had dubbed the disclosure president might finally acknowledge the phenomenon on the world's biggest political stage.
The disclosure president, my ass.
He didn't.
Americans have always been the people who defied all odds, transcended all dangers, made the most extraordinary sacrifices, and did whatever it took to defend our children, our country, and our freedom.
The topic of UFOs went entirely unmentioned during the address. No
Of course it did. Of course it did.
references to unexplained aerial phenomena, no nod to ongoing congressional hearings, no acknowledgement of the military whistleblowers who've risked their careers to push for transparency.
All Trump did was get these people hopes up. But get their hopes up enough to where they will still have interest.
Some argued it was simply a matter of priorities. A State of the Union address covers economic policy, national security, and legislative goals. UFO disclosure, while significant to the community, may not have made the cut in a tightly scripted political event.
Category as
Others saw it differently. For those who'd been tracking the growing momentum behind congressional UAP hearings, the silence felt deliberate. A few commenters suggested it could signal that disclosure is being handled through quieter channels, away from the spotlight of primetime television. So what do you make of the silence? A practical decision in a packed political address? Or a sign that the truth about unexplained aerial phenomena is still being kept firmly behind closed doors?
Ew! I can't stand Pam Bundy. She just looks like evil. She's like a bold-faced liar up there, man. I'm over here thinking the day they give us the disclosure, the truth behind these UFOs and UAPs, is the day where they know that they're at their last leg when it comes to the Epstein files. They're like, we ain't gonna give them the Epstein files. We're gonna give them something here. Here's aliens. Here you go. They're here. They've been here. They got the gray ones. They got the tall ones. They got the Nordics. They got the shorts. They got the ones that look like people. You got the reptilians. You want to see them? I mean, we can call one in here if you want to talk to one. They gonna give us the biggest distraction with aliens, man. Like, where's the Epstein files? It's crazy that me being the alien believer that I am, I care more about the Epstein files right now. I'm like, man, forget them aliens. I don't care nothing about them aliens right now. I want to know who's in that file, who's being protected, and who gonna go to jail next. And what are y'all doing about the victims? Because they deserve justice, and they deserve peace, and they deserve, hell, some sort of compensation. At least the ones that are still alive, because we know a lot of them died. Or should I say were killed.
Dad, is that you?
This mysterious video was sent to us by viewer Nikki Romero, who believes the clip may show her late father making contact from beyond the grave. According to Nikki, her father passed away unexpectedly in 2021. At the time, she was living alone with her 2 young sons in a quadplex. She says all 3 of them would regularly see unexplainable shadows drifting through the hallway outside their bedrooms. Objects would fall
Is this before or after your dad passed away?
all over for no apparent reason. One day, while home alone, Nikki heard one of her child's bath toys suddenly go off in the bathroom. The toy is designed with 2 heat sensors that activate when it's placed in warm water. But here's the thing, her children had been away with their father all weekend. The bathtub hadn't been used in days. It was bone dry. Unsettled but curious, Nikki grabbed her phone and started filming. She walked into the bathroom and spoke aloud, asking if the presence was her father.
Dad, is that you? Daddy, if it's you, make it go.
The toy activated again.
It's me, baby. It's me.
She asked another question.
Baby shark.
Dad, is that you? Daddy, if it's you, make it go.
Instantly.
It went off once more. The timing of each activation appears to line up directly with her questions, as though something or someone is responding in real time.
Yeah, but it's not responding in a way that she'll be able to understand.
Nikki says the activity in the apartment continued for some time after this incident. The shadows, the objects moving, the feeling of not being alone. She's since moved to a different home, and the experiences stopped. So what do you think was really happening in that bathroom? A faulty toy acting up at just the right moment? Or something unexplained caught on camera? A father finding a way to answer his daughter one last time?
Daddy, if it's you, make it go.
If you want to see more scary videos just like these, then hit that subscribe button and turn on all channel notifications. That way you'll always be in the loop when we drop our scary video compilations.
Hit it!
In May of 1972, an Italian Benedictine monk named Father Pellegrino Ernetti sat down for an interview with journalist Vincenzo Maddaloni from the periodical La Domenica del Corriere. What he said during that conversation would spark one of the strangest conspiracy theories in modern history.
Tell me.
Father Ernetti claimed that he and a small group of scientists had built a device called the chronovisor. According to him, the work began in 1952 at the Experimental Physics Laboratory of the Catholic University of Milan, where he collaborated with Father Agostino Gemelli and a select team of researchers.
What were they trying to do with this?
The device, Ernetti said, could tune into events from the past, not by traveling through time, but by capturing residual electromagnetic radiation left behind by historical moments.
That's actually crazy that they was thinking about stuff like that back then.
Like tuning a radio to a frequency that had already been broadcast, and then came the claim that made headlines. Ernetti revealed a photograph. He said it showed the face of Jesus Christ during the crucifixion, captured by the chronovisor itself. The image depicted an anguished face looking upward, and it was published.
That's a black man.
Published in the Italian press. For a brief moment, the world paid attention, but the story fell apart. Researchers eventually traced the image to a wooden crucifix sculpture at the Sanctuary of Merciful Love in
It goes to show you they were lying out their butts.
Valenza, a small town in Umbria, Italy. The photograph wasn't a window into the past, it was a reproduction of a well-known tourist postcard from the region.
It does look the same.
Reportedly made a partial confession before his death in 1994, though accounts of what he admitted vary. Some say he confessed the photo was fabricated, others claim he insisted the device was real, but that the Vatican had ordered it sealed away. No physical evidence of the chronovisor has ever surfaced. No blueprints, no components, no corroborating testimony from the scientists allegedly involved.
Can one go to the Vatican? I mean, and like see some of these artifacts that they might be housing.
Skeptics see it as a hoax by a well-meaning but eccentric monk who got carried away. The postcard connection is difficult to explain away, and the lack of any proof makes the story hard to defend.
I mean, I
Believers point out that the Vatican's own silence hasn't helped. If it was simply a fraud, why not say so? That silence, they argue, only feeds the idea that something real was built and then buried. So what do you think the chronovisor really was? An elaborate fabrication by a monk who wanted to believe? Or a device so extraordinary that the Vatican decided the world wasn't ready to know about it?
The world would be never ready to know about something like that. But who's to say that that junk actually worked, though? I feel like that's cap. For us, they want us to believe that that junk worked. Like they was able to daggone use what? Radio electronic device to see or look back in time. So that's interesting though, because you've heard of potential time travel, but you never really hear of just being able to look back in time. Yeah, I don't think that machine worked. I don't think it worked at all. Anyway, I'm about to get out of here. Thank y'all for hanging out with your boy this evening. This was fun. We gotta do this again soon. But be on the lookout. I did drop some content for the second channel. If y'all want to go over there, head over there, check that out. And I'm gonna drop some more for this channel tomorrow. So be on the lookout for that. Anyway, y'all have a blessed night, and I'm gonna catch y'all later. See you.